A very good morning to my dear students. So today we are going to continue the topic from the chapter on equality. So today we are going to discuss the last topic related to the equality, that is issues of equality in other democracies. So it's not only in India we are facing the inequalities, but in other part of the world there are people those still they are facing inequalities. जैसे हमने इंडिया में बात की थी, if we talk about in the context of India, so we are having inequality on the basis of caste, religion, even gender inequality, economic inequality. But what about the other countries? If we talk about Africa, they face the racial discrimination, white and black में discrimination था, and Nelson Mandela fought for these. He fought against the apartheid. Now, in this chapter, we are going to talk about the United States of America. हम United States of America के बारे में बात करेंगे. There also people face the discrimination. There also they face the inequality. Who faced that? These people were African Americans. African Americans means जो उनके ancestors थे, they basically belong to Africa, but they brought in America as slaves. लेटर ऑन जब स्लेवरी खत्म हो गई तो वो वहीं पे रह गए, वो अमेरिका में ही रह गए, ठीक है, वहीं पे रह गए. तो जो उनके आगे जो फैमिलीज, जो उनके चिल्ड्रन थे, वो वहां पे सेटअप हुए. दे वर नोन एज अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन. ठीक है, नाउ दे आर नोन एज अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन. दे फेस्ड अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स. they were not getting the equal rights, so they fought for their rights. So in 1950s, one famous movement was there, civil rights movement, that was there. It means उनको जो बेसिक राइट्स थे, जहाँ पे हम एक गारंटी देते हैं ऑफ द इक्वल सोशल अपॉर्चुनिटी, कि सभी को समान अधिकार मिलने चाहिए, that was not there in USA. Like when they were traveling by bus, they had to leave their seat for the person if the white person came into the bus. Okay, so this we are going to study. In this, one famous person, that is woman, Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was an African American woman. She was the first who refused to give her seat on the bus because she herself was very tired and she didn't want to give her seat to any white person. So her refusal that day started a huge agitation. मतलब जो उसने उस time refuse किया कि now today I would not give up my seat, so that took the shape of a huge agitation. Agitation का मतलब होता है आंदोलन. आंदोलन against the unequal ways in which African Americans were treated. तो जो उसने सीट देने का जो रिफ्यूजल किया, that turned into a huge agitation, एक बहुत बड़े आंदोलन में बदल गया, जिससे ये पता लगता था कि उस टाइम पे जो अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन थे, they were treated unequally. She refused for that. अब अल्टीमेटली इस मूवमेंट का रिजल्ट क्या निकला? Because of this movement, one act was passed. That was Civil Rights Act. The movement name was Civil Rights Movement. ठीक है, but due to this act, one act was passed in 1964. That act was known as Civil Rights Act. Okay, so अब इस राइट में उनको क्या कहा, इस राइट में उनको क्या प्रोविजंस दिए? This right prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, religion और national origin. इस राइट ने ये कहा कि किसी के साथ कोई भी भेदभाव नहीं होगा, चाहे वो किसी भी रेस का हो, किसी भी रिलीजन का हो, किसी भी नेशनल ओरिजिन का हो. मतलब यूएसए में रहने वाले अफ्रीकन, जिनको अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन कहा जाता था, they were not treated unequally now. They are not treated unequally now. ठीक है, और इस लॉ में और क्या कहा गया? It also stated that all the schools would be open to African American children. मतलब सभी schools में उनको admission मिले. It means before this right, they were not supposed to attend the same schools. पहले इस right से पहले हो सकता है they were not supposed to attend the same schools, जिसमें white people, जहाँ पे अमेरिकन people के लोग बच्चे पढ़ते होंगे, तो उन schools में उनको admission नहीं मिलती होगी. Because before that they have to attend separate schools. अब कहीं ना कहीं देखा जाए वी कैन रिलेट इट विद इंडिया। जब हम कास्टिज्म की बात करते हैं, दोज हु बिलोंग टू द लोअर कास्ट, जिनको हम अनटचेबल कहते थे, दे यूज्ड टू सिट आउटसाइड द क्लास और मे बी एट द एंड ऑफ द क्लास, है ना। हमने ओम प्रकाश वाल्मीकि का केस पढ़ा था, ठीक है। तो उसी तरह जो अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन थे, दे वर आल्सो ट्रीटेड बैडली, बट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस सिविल राइट्स एक्ट दे वर ट्रीटेड इक्वली। हाउ? देयर वाज नो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन। अब इस एक्ट के बाद डिस्क्रिमिनेशन वाज टोटली प्रोहिबिटेड, टोटली मना कर दिया गया। एंड इट आल्सो स्टेटेड कि जो अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन के जो चिल्ड्रन हैं, दे वुड बी गोइंग टू द सेम स्कूल। Earlier they were going attending the different schools, they were going to the other schools, but now they can attend the same schools in which the white children are studying. पर फिर भी चाहे ये राइट पास हो गया था, दो सिविल राइट्स एक्ट वाज पास, स्टिल इनइक्वालिटी एग्जिस्टेड। अब जो मोस्टली जो अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन थे वो बहुत ही पुअर थे, दे वर द पुअरेस्ट इन द कंट्री। अब पुअरेस्ट हैं तो दे कांट अफोर्ड द इवन द गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स और द प्राइवेट स्कूल्स। और जो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स थे दे वर हैविंग वेरी फ्यू फैसिलिटीज। जो उनके एरिया में गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स भी थे उसमें भी अच्छी फैसिलिटीज नहीं थी, क्वालिफाइड टीचर्स नहीं थे, एज कंपेयर टू द प्राइवेट और गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स विच वर इन द रिच एरिया, जहाँ पे बहुत अच्छे जो वाइट पीपल रहते थे, जो रिच एरिया से, वहां के स्कूल से कंपैरिजन किया जाए, इनके स्कूल्स में फैसिलिटीज नहीं थी, टीचर्स वेल एजुकेटेड नहीं थे। दो द राइट वाज पास्ड, स्टिल दे फेस द इनइक्वालिटी। बेटा जो ये इक्वालिटी है ना, इसको लेने करने के लिए, इसको मतलब आपने अपनी कंट्री में इसको लेकर आना है, तो यू नीड अ कॉन्टिन्यूअस स्ट्रगल। स्टिल इन इंडिया देयर आर मेनी एरियाज वेयर वी फेस द इनइक्वालिटी। कहीं पे जेंडर इनइक्वालिटी देखने को मिल जाएगी, कहीं पे कास्ट इनइक्वालिटी देखने को मिल जाएगी। सो इट इज अ कॉन्टिन्यूअस प्रोसेस जहां पे हमें स्ट्रगल करते रहना पड़ेगा टू अचीव द टोटल इक्वालिटी इन आवर कंट्री। ओके, नाउ द नेक्स्ट इज, this is very much important, article 15. The excerpt from the article 15 very important from the examination point of view also. So article 15 क्या कहता है? article 15 of the Indian Constitution, prohibition of discrimination, मतलब किसी भी लोग के साथ, किसी भी के साथ there will not be any discrimination on grounds of religion, race, कास्ट, सेक्स और प्लेस ऑफ बर्थ। किसी से कोई भी भेदभाव नहीं होगा, दैट इज स्ट्रिक्टली प्रोहिबिटेड। बहुत ही स्ट्रिक्टली मना किया गया है कि इंडिया में किसी भी के साथ रिलीजन के बेस पे, रीजन के बेस पे, जेंडर के बेस पे कोई भी भेदभाव नहीं होगा। अब इस आर्टिकल में क्या कहा गया है? द स्टेट शैल नॉट डिस्क्रिमिनेट, कोई किसी को डिस्क्रिमिनेट नहीं करेगा ऑन ग्राउंड ऑफ रिलीजन, रेस, कास्ट, सेक्स, प्लेस ऑफ बर्थ और एनी ऑफ देम। डिसेबिलिटी के बेसिस पे, इकोनॉमिक बेसिस पे, रिलीजन के बेसिस पे कोई भी किसी को भेदभाव नहीं करेगा, शैल नॉट बी डिस्क्रिमिनेटेड। अदर थिंग, द पीपल कैन असेस ऑल द पब्लिक प्लेसेस, चाहे वो किसी भी कास्ट के हैं, किसी भी रिलीजन के हैं, कोई भी डिसेबिलिटी, लाइबिलिटी, देयर विल नॉट बी एनी रिस्ट्रिक्शन। दे कैन गो टू एनी शॉप, एनी पब्लिक रेस्टोरेंट, होटल्स, any of the places of entertainment, वो कहीं पे भी जा सकते हैं। there will not be any restriction because of their caste, religion, gender. they can use wells, tanks, bathing areas, roads, places, कुछ भी जो चाहे वो पब्लिकली पब्लिक के लिए बने हैं, चाहे स्टेट में, स्टेट का उसमें कंट्रीब्यूशन है, that are only meant for the public use, जो पब्लिक यूज के लिए है। anyone having the access to the all these things, वो किसी भी टेम्पल में जा सकते हैं, हॉस्पिटल्स में जा सकते हैं, रेस्टोरेंट्स में जा सकते हैं, रोड्स को यूज कर सकते हैं, बेथिंग घाट्स को यूज कर सकते हैं। देयर विल नॉट बी एनी रिस्ट्रिक्शन। ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द आर्टिकल 15 एंड इट इज वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट, क्योंकि अगर कोई इस चीज को, इस लॉ को ब्रेक करता है, इफ एनीवन फाउंड गिल्टी कि उन्होंने डिस्क्रिमिनेशन किया है, तो उसके लिए उनको पनिशमेंट दी जाएगी, दैट इज कंसीडर्ड एज अ क्राइम। देखा जाए, ड्यू टू दिस राइट अनटचेबिलिटी हैज बीन अबॉलिश्ड। नाउ द लास्ट टॉपिक, चैलेंज ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी। अब अगर देखा जाए कि कोई भी कंट्री को हम completely democratic नहीं कह सकते. We can't say a country a complete democratic, though we are living in a democratic country like India, but we can't say कि जो हमारी जो country है that is in a true sense is a democratic country. क्योंकि if we want to achieve this, there should be equality. और हमें इसके लिए कॉन्टिन्यूअस स्ट्रगल करना पड़ेगा इफ वी वांट कि हमारे यहाँ पे कंप्लीट डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री हो. सो देयर शुड बी कंप्लीट इक्वालिटी, देयर शुड बी नो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, देयर शुड बी, वी शुड रिस्पेक्ट ईच एंड एवरीवन सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट एंड वी शुड आल्सो रिस्पेक्ट द डिग्निटी. ठीक है, तो इन चीजों को अगर हम मेंटेन करके रखेंगे then we can only achieve the complete democracy. But in true sense, कोई भी डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री completely डेमोक्रेटिक नहीं हो सकती जब तक वहां पे complete equality नहीं है. Because we know कि in our country also still we face different type of inequality. अगर हमने अपने आप को डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री कहलाना है तो we should achieve proper and complete equality in our country. So this is all about the chapter. So first I am going to discuss the worksheet that I have given. Now then we will discuss the back exercise question answers also. Yes Manveer. Manveer बोलिए. Till here if anyone is having any doubt. आज हमने रोजा पाक के बारे में पढ़ा. वी स्टडीड अबाउट आरब जसवाल. हाँ जी आरब बोलिए.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of racism?
What is the meaning of?
Ma'am, R-A-I-S.
R-A?
Ma'am, race.
R-A-C-E. आरब?
Ma'am, racism.
रेशियल डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होता है बेटा. कहाँ से उन्होंने मतलब स्टार्टिंग, जैसे आपने देखा होगा कि जो हर लोग हैं उनके जो फीचर्स हैं वो अलग है ना. तो जैसे आर्यन रेस से बिलोंग करते हैं, उनका ओरिजिन कहाँ से हुआ है. अगर आप मोस्टली देखोगे जो अमेरिकन हैं उनका बहुत ज्यादा फेयर कॉम्प्लेक्शन होता है, उनके जो हेयर होते हैं वो ब्राउन कलर के हेयर होते हैं, उनकी आईज जो होती हैं वो ग्रे या फिर ब्लू कलर की आईज होती हैं. एज कम्पेयर टू अफ्रीकन उनका कॉम्प्लेक्शन डार्क होता है. तो वो कहाँ से बिलोंग करते हैं, कहाँ से उनकी स्टार्टिंग हुई है, तो उस बेसिस पे उनके साथ डिफरेंशिएट करना. और सिंपल लैंग्वेज में कहा जाए ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कलर, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कलर. ओके तेजस.
Ma'am, may I give first question answer?
So first we will discuss the worksheet that I have already given to you and check your answers side by side. It has been abolished by the government in recent years and its practice is a punishable crime. Which practice has been abolished by the government? You can write down the answers in the chat box. Write down the answers in the chat box. Untouchability. Very good Sahajveer, Manya, Trisha, Aravveer. Very good. Untouchability. First answer is untouchability. In Juthan, the author has described his personal experience of being discriminated as a Dalit boy. Who is the author of this book? Write down the answer again in the chat box. Om Prakash Valmiki. Very good. The answer of second question is Om Prakash Valmiki. Very good. Which was the first state in India to introduce midday meal scheme? Tamil Nadu. Very good. Tamil Nadu 2001. Very good. Everyone is giving the right answer. Very good. On what basis were Ansaris being treated unequally? Manya has written religion. Aditi, religious basis. Ranjita, it's wrong. It's on the basis of religion. Yes, Mridul. Very good. Ganika, very good. Sahajveer, it's not dignity. It's on the basis of religion they were treated unequally. Even जो उनका जो property dealer था, he also suggested to change their names, Mr. and Mrs. Kumar. So, what are the common forms of inequality that exist in India? Caste system and religion. Very good. Caste inequality and religious inequality. Very good. Caste and religion inequality. Very good. What do you mean by dignity? What do you mean by dignity? Self-respect. Very good. Self-respect. Very good. So, self-respect. Very good answer. It means that thinking of oneself and the other person as worthy of respect. मतलब सभी को respect देना. It's not only कि आपका काम अच्छा है दूसरे का नहीं. So you should respect each and everyone. Self-respect. Next is the idea of dash is based on the idea of equality. Manya, universal adult franchise. Very good, Manya. Manya has given the right answer. Universal adult franchise. The idea of universal adult franchise is based on the idea of equality. Very good. Establishing equality in a democratic society is a continuous struggle. True or false? True or false? True. Very good. To achieve the equality in our country, there is need a continuous struggle for that. Very good. So please make sure that you have written the right answer. Just correct your answers yourself. So now we are going to discuss the NCERT book back exercise question answers. Just raise hand if you know the answer. The first question, in a democracy, why is universal adult franchise important? Parleen.
Ma'am, I am not able to fill the attendance form.
Sahajveer.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Give the answer. Yes, Sahajveer, give the answer.
In democracy, universal adult franchise is important because it is based on the idea of equality.
Very
It
good.
ensures that every adult in the country, whether rich or poor, has a right to vote.
Okay. And it is the key element of the democracy. If when we are talking about the universal adult franchise, ठीक है, क्वेश्चन क्या है, इन अ डेमोक्रेसी व्हाई इज यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज इंपॉर्टेंट? तो यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज इज इंपॉर्टेंट इन डेमोक्रेसी बिकॉज फर्स्ट इट इज द की एलिमेंट ऑफ द डेमोक्रेसी, सेकंड इट इज बेस्ड ऑन द आइडिया ऑफ इक्वालिटी, एंड due to this universal adult franchise, it helps in the formation of government because as an individual, as the citizen of the country, we cast our vote. और vote casting से क्या होता है? It helps in the formation of the government, and it also states one person, one vote, one value. मतलब हर एक पर्सन कितनी वोट का एक बार में कितनी वोट कर सकता है? वन वोट, और हर एक वोट की कितनी वैल्यू है? वन वैल्यू. ठीक है, that's why universal adult franchise is very much important in a democracy. ठीक है. Now second question we will not do. Then third question, in what ways was Om Prakash Valmiki's experience similar to that of Ansaris? पहले तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि दोनों के जो इंसिडेंट्स थे वो सिमिलर थे कि नहीं. यस अक्षरा.
Om Prakash Valmiki's experience is similar to that of Ansaris because they both were discriminated on caste and religion basis. They were treated unequally. The society did not accept them as equal. Om Prakash Valmiki was discriminated on basis of caste and he was not allowed to sit with other students, and he was asked to sweep school playground. Ansari was discriminated on basis of religion and they were not getting a apartment in Hindu society.
Very good, Akshara. Well tried. So, how these both of their incidents were similar? First, because they were treated unequally, उनके साथ unequal treatment हुआ था. They were discriminated on the basis of caste and religion, and both dignity was also violated. दोनों की जो self respect थी, that was violated. Then you are going to write about the Om Prakash Valmiki. because he was discriminated on the basis of caste. He used to sit away from the other students and he used to sweep the school and the playground. On the other side, Mr. and Mrs. Ansari, they didn't get any apartment on rent because of their religion. Very good, Akshara. Now, the fourth question. What do you understand by the term all persons are equal before the law? Why do you think it is important in democracy? Why do you think? Okay, Manveer. Manveer. Manveer.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Will you give the answer?
Ma'am,
But first tell the meaning.
one-
All persons are equal before the law. What is the meaning? All persons are equal.
ma'am, by the term, all persons are equal before the law. We understand equality. Equality is important in a democracy because democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Equality is the essence of the democracy. If people are discriminated against on the basis of caste, creed, religion, sex, prosperity, etc., this democracy will not survive.
Okay, let me give chance to someone else. मृदुल ने हैंड रेज किया था. Okay, let me check. Okay, Suhani, just give the answer for the same. Suhani. And the same answer you can find out from the... Yes. Okay, so what is the meaning of all persons are equal before law? It means, what is the meaning of this? It means that everyone is equal, no one is above the law. कोई भी law से ऊपर नहीं है. It means everyone have to obey the same law. सबको same laws को obey करना पड़ेगा. And there cannot be any distinction between any political leader, government official and to a domestic worker. जैसे हमने पढ़ा था ना, that we have already done, जो हमने constitution के regarding में पढ़ा था, ठीक है? It's on page number 10. It states that everyone is equal before the law. This means that every person from the president of the country to a domestic worker has to obey the same law. मतलब no one is above the law. Now the second part, why do you think it is important in a democracy? Because it is the most important quality of a democracy. ये बहुत important quality है democracy का, and it improves the lives of the communities and individuals that were treated unequally from centuries. जो बहुत सालों से जिनके साथ discrimination हो रहा था, because of this now they are treated equally. That's why it is very much important in democracy that we should treat all the people equally. चाहे वो किसी highest position पे है, चाहे वो domestic worker है, everyone has to follow the law. Now the next question I have written on the side. This is the extra question that you have to do. Which provisions of the Indian Constitution ensure equality? Write down on your books this extra question. Which provisions of the Indian Constitution ensure equality? Write down this extra question. Yes, Manya, give the answer.
The following provisions of the Indian Constitution ensure equality. First, that every person is equal before law. Second, everyone has to obey the same laws. No person can be discriminated on the basis of religion, race, caste, or place of birth, or whether they are male or female. Fourth, every person has access to public places, including playgrounds, hotels, markets, and shops. Fifth, all persons can use publicly available wells, roads, etc. Untouchability has been abolished. Government jobs are open for all.
Very good, Manya. Very good answer. Very good. So I hope you are able to get the answers of all the questions. So from this chapter, you have to do question number 1, question number 3, question number 4, and one extra question. Okay, total 4 questions you have to do. So by this, our chapter is complete now.